single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name's James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2019 Nissan Navara Tekna. It's an automatic vehicle, it's done 43,000 miles and it's got full service history. It's also got the remaining amount of manufacturer's warranty, which when new would have been 5 years or 100,000 miles. So obviously it's got a lot left of that. Now, we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now and we find them to be really popular because it means you get to view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, but as if you were here in person. What I'll do, I'll go around the vehicle, I'll show you all the panels individually, we'll look at the wheels and the tyres, we'll have a look inside the vehicle in the back, I'll show you all the functionality, I'll even tell you what it smells like inside. I found personally that no one else does a video like this. It's really in depth and you do get to see absolutely everything of the vehicle. If you're not sure, go and have a look at the reviews on Auto Trader, Google, Facebook, and you'll see that everyone agrees with that. We don't miss things out. If there's any marks, any scratches, any dents, I will show you completely. No problems at all. At the end of the day, you'd see them if you were here in person anyway. Right, there's a couple of things to mention before I continue. If once you've watched the video you're happy with what you see and you want to buy it, a small deposit will secure it and we can pretty much deliver it anywhere in the world. If you're looking to finance the vehicle, we'll ask you for a deposit to cover the VAT. An application will take about 5 minutes and in most cases we can usually get you a decision within about an hour or so. Right, so I am recording the video in HD, so whatever you're watching it on, make sure it's on the best possible settings for that. I'm going to apologise, it's actually been snowing here and it's really cold, so I've had to just give it a quick rinse off just to get rid of any ice or anything, just so that you can see the vehicle properly. Right, so let's start with the front and then we can work our way, get my words out, we can work our way around from there. So the bonnet. Hopefully you can appreciate from the video, it's in great condition. It looks really smart, to be honest with you. Obviously whoever's bought it has fitted one of these. It looks like it's been on it from new. Now the great thing for that is that it actually protects this part here, which is really quite susceptible to stone chips. So a really wise move in my part. I think it looks really good as well, especially with the bull bar. So no marks, no scratches, no dents on the bonnet that I can see personally. Obviously you can study the video and hopefully you'll agree. Right, so driver's side headlight is in great condition. There's no misting, there's no damage, and that's the same for the front grille as well, and also the passenger headlight. Front bumper, and again I'm looking as close as I possibly can. There is a very light, I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but there is a light mark there. It's very small, but it is there. But nothing else I can see. So, onto the passenger side wing. And again, it's in great condition. There's no obvious marks, scratches or dents. Excuse me. So, passenger side front wheel and tyre. The wheel's in good condition and it's a Continental contact tyre. I guess I'd say 6 or 7 mil, maybe a bit more. Right, so let's go down the passenger side. We'll start with the panels. So on the panels themselves, I can't see any marks or dents. And it is 2019, it's very new, isn't it? So, but it's a really nice truck. Side steps are in good condition, there's no damage. And then above, you see that you've got the Nissan wind deflectors on the windows. They are quite good actually, to be fair, because you know if you are driving along with 30-40 miles an hour and you open them a crack, usually you get that gusting noise and there's like the whistling and banging inside. There's none of that with these, it does get rid of that. It's quite nice. So, windscreen. No stone chips or cracks. Everything looks good. Onto the roof. And again, it's nice and clean, there's no damage. The roof of this one, obviously there's a little bit of ice on that, but there's no damage on it. Right, so just have another quick pass on the door. just to make sure I've not missed anything. And I can't see anything at all, to be honest with you. So when they've got canopies, I like to look at this part here, simply for the reason that you'll know whether or not it's a good match of the paint. For me, I think that is a factory canopy, because if you look at the paint, it's absolutely perfect. Great match. Really nice looking thing as well. And Truckman is the one that the Nissan use obviously from the factory. I think that's a factory fit, and it's a factory paint, and it's really good. You will notice on these they've got two fuel flaps, as it appears. That's because they've got AdBlue. This side is the fuel, that side is the AdBlue. That means that you, if you've ever seen the word ULEZ or ultra low emission zone, that this vehicle will go into there. It means you shouldn't be paying for congestion charges, basically. I've been told you can use bus lanes, but don't hold me to that. Obviously, just double check. I don't know for 1,000%, but it's always worth knowing, isn't it? So, passenger side rear wheel and tyre. Again, it's a Continental contact tyre. Wheels in great condition, matching tread. Maybe a little bit more, not much. 5, 6, 7 mil, something like that. So let's have a quick look at this canopy while we're here. Obviously, it's a Truckman canopy. It's in great condition. Nice and clean, there's no damage on it. To be honest, I can't see much damage on the truck at all. It's locked, so let me get the key. So, as you can probably hear from that noise, it is centrally locking adapted, so it's all in one system, which is obviously really nice. In the back, decent size aperture. It's got the straps for holding the back, and as you'll see, it's got a bed rug in the back, and it's really clean. But if you intend to put dogs in there or what, but it as I say, it's really clean. They're not cheap new, and obviously it gives you a different element to the back of the pickup. Obviously, if you intend to use it for work reasons, you can just take that out and maybe sell that separately or whatever. But in the back of the truck, nice and clean, LED lights, everything works. Nice to see. The pneumatics are good, and they hold up the roof perfectly, so there's no sagging. It's a really good unit. Shut that down. The fact that it's central locking as well, just an added bonus, isn't it? I'm going to lock that, I'll show you why in a minute. So as you can see, it locks perfectly as well. Put my glove back on because it is freezing. Right, so passenger side rear light is in good condition. There's no misting and there's no damage. Sometimes you see on these edges here, because obviously when that's down, they are susceptible to damage. So there isn't anything in there. Just realised my phone's on. Bear me 1 second. Dialing 66666. Right, so onto the... Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh, sorry about that. Right, onto the rear door. As you can see, again, there's no obvious marks, scratches or dents on the actual panel. It's nice and clean. And it's a good shape. Right, so rear bumper, chrome. As you'll see, there are parking sensors front and rear. There's no tow bar on this one. Don't panic if you need one. Give us a shout. We can get it done for you at trade. It'll probably work out cheaper than doing it yourself. So, driver's side rear light, again, down the edge, it's in good condition. There's no damage. There's no misting of the actual light, get my words out. It's in good condition. Right, so let's work our way down the driver's side. So, rear quarter. And again, it's in great condition. There's no obvious damage. I don't know if I did the other side. Did I do the other side? Let's just double check. I don't know if I did or not. I think I was too busy chopping away about the wheel and tyre. But no, the actual panel's in good condition. There's no damage. So back around to this side. So there's that second fuel cap. Obviously it's locked at a second, but I'll show you in a minute. So there's no damage on the upper parts. The window deflectors are in good condition. Right, so let's go down the driver's side. And again, it's in fantastic condition. There's no obvious marks, scratches or dents. The side step's in good condition as well. And onto the final panel, the front driver's side wing. And again, it's in great condition. So there's nothing really on the body at all apart from that one tiny little mark on the front. Obviously that's exceptional. It's really good. It just goes to show how much it's been cared for. Obviously it's not been used in a work environment because there's no tow bar. Right, so driver's side front wheel and tyre. Wheels in good condition. It's a Continental tyre again, and there's loads of tread. That one's Continental as well, obviously, and there's loads of tread. I'm just doubling up because I can't remember if I did it or not. Must be getting old. Right, so it's a Tekna vehicle, so it has got the 360-degree cameras. So under each wing mirror there is a camera. There's one at the front, there's one at the back, and I will show you that working in a moment. So it's also got keyless entry and keyless go. So as long as you've got the key in your pocket, which I have, you can press that button. At the minute it's locked, press that and it unlocks the vehicle for you. So if you've got it in your pocket, in your bag, in your wallet, it's only a small key, then obviously you can open it, you can sit in it, and you can start it and drive it. So driver's door card is in good condition. There's no damage at all. It's nice and clean. Electric windows ×4, window lock and your door lock, electric folding mirrors, and also your mirror controls there. Driver's seat is fully electric. So forwards, backwards, you can bring the nose up, you can bring the base up and down, and the backrest will go forwards and backwards as well. If you watch this part here, you can actually pump that up as well using this button down below. So if you've got a bad back, sciatica problems, that will help. Right, so let me just climb in. Excuse me. So just pull this back a little bit. So on the steering wheel, to the right hand side is your cruise control, voice command, and also you can control your phone from there as well. A nice little thing I only learnt recently was if you've got an iPhone or an Android phone, you can go into your settings, onto your voice command. If you press and hold that, then you can link your phone to, if you've got Siri, for instance, you can ask Siri, and you can have that as your assistant through your phone. That's really cool. To the left hand side is your media center control and volume. Right, let me start it up. It's a 7-speed automatic gearbox, capable of doing, I think the manufacturer says 40 to 45 miles per gallon. Real world, I think you can probably do 40s. It's going to be depending on you and obviously in how you drive and what you're doing with it. Dashboard is really clean. There's no obvious damage. Everything looks nice and clean. Can tell you, as an ex-smoker, it's not been smoked in. You can't hide that smell once it's been in here. It just smells neutral to me. It's nice and clean, no problems at all. Dashboard, as you can see, there's no warning lights, just handbrake. I'm not wearing my seatbelt, and there's low fuel. Other than that, it's fine. Ticking over beautifully. I did start it from cold. It started straight away. There was no smoke. It drives nice as well. I've not been anywhere far in it, obviously, because it's nice and clean, but it does drive nice. Passenger seat. Last point, didn't do this one, did I? Passenger seat bolsters are really nice and tight. Material's really nice and clean, and there's no damage on it at all. Armrest nice and clean as well. There's a 12-volt socket in there, cup holders there, and then heated seats, high and low. Down below, switchable 4-wheel drive. I think most people will tell you that it's worthwhile stopping, popping it in park or popping it in neutral and then changing it, but I believe that you can change it up to about 20 miles an hour. Personally, I wouldn't recommend that. You're going to be looking at changing a gearbox at some point. It's got hill descent, and also you can lock and unlock the vehicle from here, and it works fine. Another 12-volt socket there, and then if you look a bit further down below, there is an auxiliary input and also USB as well, so you can charge your phone, and then also you can operate your head unit like Apple Play. And if you go into info, excuse me, all the information is on there. that you can use. So my apps, Facebook, Google, there are other things that you can add on there as well, and obviously you can do that while you're safely in the vehicle. Decent navigation unit. I quite like these because you can use them like you do your phone. You can use pinch. I promise. There you go, it's coming in now. And you can also select a point to go to if it's not shown on the map, which is quite a good system, obviously. Reversing camera is exceptionally good. Obviously the left hand side is a little bit gimmicky, but it works really well if you're parking up and you're not sure about your location. What I really like is, obviously, if you've got a tow bar, you've got the right hand side image, but what you can also do is, if obviously you're parking up and you're on your own, the left hand side is quite difficult to see. So if you press camera again, it does give you the left hand image, which is really useful, so you're not damaging your wheels, you're not knocking kids over, etc. It's nice. Also, if you put it in drive, what it then does is give you let's go into it again, gives you the forward facing image, so you're not, if you want to go up against a wall or something, you can obviously give a visual aid to that, and obviously it gives you 360 again. Radio system, it's got CD player, it's got SD card slot. Obviously the SD card slot is used for your maps, but you can take it out and put your own SD in there for your music or whatever. It has got FM, AM and DAB. Your DAB list is populated for where you are, and obviously you can pick the station that you want. What I quite like is, let's say you were listening to Heart 80s and your signal becomes low. What it will then do is it will stop, and then it will research it and find you a better signal. I don't know, that's cool. What else inside? Headlining is really nice and clean. There's no damage. As I said before, there's no smells, which is obviously a nice bonus. Some people don't mind it. Me personally, I couldn't live with it. Seats in the back are very clean. All the material's really nice and smart. It's obviously been used as a car, and sparingly. Let me switch that off. Let's have a quick look at this driver's seat, because obviously I didn't show you that. Well, I did, but we didn't look at the bolsters and things. So the bolsters are nice and firm. The material's really nice and clean. There's no damage, and that's the same throughout. Okay, so let's pop the bonnet, which is here. Let's have a quick look in the back. So the door cards in the back are again really nice and clean, as is the material within. It's just a really clean, smart truck. It's ideal as a car or as a work item. Really nice piece of kit. These do lift up, and under there is your toolkits. So your jack and all your bits and bobs are under there as well. Pop my glove on. It's freezing. Let's have a quick look under this bonnet. Right, so under the bonnet, everything looks nice and clean, it's tidy. There's no signs of any oily residues. The belts look in good condition. Obviously it's 2019, it's not done anything. Turbo unit is exceptionally clean. There's no signs of any oily residue at all. Everything looks spot on. Obviously all the fluids are good and clean. No nasty surprises under there, as you'd expect. Right, so let's have a quick look underneath it. And again, as you'd expect, there's no signs of any historic oil leaks under there. Everything looks nice and dry underneath it. Chassis is in good condition, again as you'd expect. Spare wheel is Continental and it looks brand new. Okay, so hopefully I've shown you everything that you would need to see if you were here in person, maybe a little bit more. I realise I do go on a little bit, but obviously the benefit is you get to see absolutely everything before you even get here. Right, so Thanks for watching, really appreciate it, especially if you stuck with me throughout till the end. Stay safe, bye bye.